Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. This is a tag video. It is the Panning Pro tag. I first saw this video on Kat from Kitsch Snitch's vlog channel. It's a Cat's Life, and I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. The first question is, how did you learn about project panning and what was your first impression? So I discovered project panning on YouTube. It was like a recommended video. I was binge watching YouTube videos and it popped up. I watched it. I watched more videos and I decided it was something that I wanted to do. I was very inspired by watching these people actually use up their makeup. I had used makeup products up in the past, but for the most part things were going bad before I could finish them, and then I'd have to throw them away. So I decided that I was going to give it a go, and I just fell in love with it from there. Question number 2, what is the hardest thing you've panned and the easiest? Okay, I personally think foundations and face powders are the easiest things to pan, especially face powders. I can go through a full face powder in about 3 months, and same with foundations. If I use it every day from like a completely full bottle, it takes me about 3 months to finish it. And the hardest thing to pan for me is cream products, lipsticks mostly. Blushes, even powder blushes, they're really hard to finish up. And I will also say something that I've realized recently that's really difficult to finish is highlighters. I recently finished an eyeshadow, a little like long sort of rectangular eyeshadow pan that I used as a highlight, and I realized that when I first started panning that, it was the start of 2015, and I only just finished it recently, so almost a year and a half later. And when I first started panning that, it actually had a dip in it. So yeah, there's that. Question number 3, have you attempted a Pan That palette? Why or why not? Yes, I have. I haven't tried to pan a traditional like store-bought palette until this year, which was my Estee Lauder 18 color thing. This was just a gift with purchase one, and even this is difficult, even though the pans are very small, there's not a lot of product in it. I also typically I like to pan out of my Z palette. I like to put shades in there that I want to use up. I depot them, try to use them up. That for me is the easiest way to do it. I'm a palette collector, so the thought of actually panning like a store-bought palette that I love is kind of, it's not something I want to do, to be perfectly honest. But I do like doing Pan That palette challenges. They are very difficult and they can be very frustrating, but they are rewarding. Question number 4, has panning affected your makeup buying habits? If so, how? I will say a very small amount. I still buy makeup. I don't go on no buys when I'm panning, but I am more aware of buying things that I know that I'll use. So I suppose that, yeah, it has a little bit, but for the most part I still buy what I want, I guess. Question number 5, what do you plan to pan next? I plan to continue on with Pan That palette, and my next project pan will be a short burst, 3-month project, and I'm going to pan makeup samples. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never done a project just with samples, so that will be interesting. It'll be a first for me, but I'm hoping that it will be a very successful project. Question number 6, where do you get your panning inspiration and motivation? YouTube videos. I watch other panners, and also now that my channel has gained a few more subscribers who watch me for my panning videos, they also help to inspire me, you know, by giving me encouragement and stuff like that. So that's good. And actually I find that since I've been making panning videos, I'm held accountable for what I'm doing. So yeah, I find that sort of bubble of stuff really, really helps me. Question number 7. What is your favorite thing about the panning community? Probably just the encouragement. You know, people are really like, you can do it, here's suggestions for products that you're struggling with. It's all just, it's very positive. I find that, you know, you can post on someone's panning video and suddenly a whole bunch of people who watch them are now watching you and giving you encouragement and, you know, rooting you on while you fucking hit pan on that lipstick or some other crap. I really like that. I think that's what you want from a community. You want it to be encouraging, friendly. You want people to be there with suggestions, hints, tips, tricks, all that stuff. That's probably the best thing about the panning community. Question number 8. If you are currently project panning, what one item is giving you the most trouble? I am currently working on a project pan, and I'm almost done. I'm almost at the finish line, my 3-month mark, and pretty much everything in that fucking project is giving me nightmares. It's just, I picked the worst products. There was a primer that I absolutely hate. I picked a cream blush, which just, I can work it into my routine, but I don't like to. It annoys me. What else is there? There was an eyebrow gel that the applicator was so bad, but I got a suggestion on how to fix it. I did, and now I love it. There was some face setting sprays, or like it's a Beauty Blender Reactivate spray. Fucking hate it. It's absolutely horrible. Pretty much everything in that current project pan that I chose was just such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. So that whole project is a nightmare. Question number 9. How long do you plan to project pan? Do you see yourself stopping at any point? I will just continue to project pan. I will continue to pull items out that are almost done, or items that were expensive but I don't want to throw out. I want to actually use them up. And I will just keep doing it. I will always do it. I might do huge project pans where I have heaps of products. I might do little project pans where I have just a few items. Whatever, I'm always going to pan because I think it helps me to actually use my products, which is ultimately what I want to do. Question number 10. This is the last question. Would you recommend panning to others? How would you explain it? Yes, I would recommend panning to everyone who wears makeup, and I would explain it as use that fucking makeup item until it is done. Once it's done, you throw it out and you bask in the satisfaction. That's pretty much how I'd put it. Collect a group of products that you want to use up, finish them, and then start again. Alright guys, so that's it for the panning pro tag. If you are a panner and you haven't done this tag, do it, and leave your the links to your videos in the comments section, because I really love to watch them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and until next time, thanks for watching guys. Bye!